Hello, everybody. It is party time. It is party time. It is party time. Yes. Oh. All right. I hope you guys can hear me. How lucky are we that Elon decided to try to light a candle on my dad's birthday? I've been hiking all day. Had some good family time. Now it's time to light a candle for my dad's birthday. 66. It's party time, my friends. It is time. It is time. How is everyone doing? I hope you didn't miss me earlier too much. We've had a lot of stuff going on. Looks like we're pushing into this countdown here. So our next thing we're going to be looking for is for the rocket to be venting. Once the rocket's venting, that tends to be, we think we have it timed out that the first signs of like fuel up is about 25 to 28 minutes. So we'll adjust the clock accordingly if we need to. But first of all, I need to give a confirmation. I need to go ahead and confirm whether or not the pointy end is up and the flaming end is down. And remember, this has taken me extra years and consideration to be able to really figure it out. Because this vehicle doesn't really have a pointy end and we can't quite tell which end is the flaming end. It's taken years of training. But I can confirm by prior knowledge and prior data that this is indeed the pointy end up and the flamey end is down. You're welcome. All the people that don't know this. Okay, so real quick, I'll give the little rundown and everything that we're going into here, and then I'll get to some of your guys' questions. But first off, the overview of what we're seeing today, we're hoping to see that shiny big metal tower that's kind of on the rightish, kind of right below me here, right about there. That big shiny metal tower, that's 9 meters wide, 30 feet wide. It's about 30 meters tall, around 100 feet tall. This thing is very big. And, we're starting to see that LOX cloud, baby, over there. So that's, from previous tests, that tends to be around, honestly, tends to be around T-minus 25 minutes. Yeah, and I actually have a rundown that I can do for you guys here because we have you covered. If you go to everydayastronaut.com, click on this. We actually have a whole article here for you. So I'm just going to do this rundown here for you. I'm going to try and make sure it's not getting in the way of anything, but still big enough to be legible because, you know, that's still a thing when you're trying to, but I don't want to cover up the rocket. I know what kind of, what kind of sin that would be. So here we go. Let's do this quick. This is the Starship serial number 5, 150 meter hop. We're going to see this thing fly up about 150 meters, that's about around 500 feet. Taking off today, August 4th, 2020. The launch provider, SpaceX. Who's doing this? This is SpaceX being absolutely wild and crazy because this is not something we normally get to see. That's why this stuff's so exciting. The rocket is Starship serial number 5. The launch location, this is down in Boca Chica launch site, Boca Chica, Texas. This is as far south in Texas as you can get. This is the very literal southern tip of Texas, right on the border of Mexico. Beautiful place, right outside of South Padre Island. If you're on South Padre Island, you can see this all happen. And man, yeah, this is SpaceX's private launch site, even though it's kind of in public property. That's the crazy thing is, when the beach isn't closed and stuff, cars can drive right on by this. You can go drive right by this thing. But that's why it's exciting because we're, getting to witness this stuff because it is in a public area like this. Although it's on private property, but in a public area, yeah. The payload mass, there is no payload besides there's a little mass simulator on top, that little square thing on the very top of the vehicle. That is to help center and arrange the center of gravity to be higher. The higher up the center of gravity is, the easier that offset engine will be. We'll have control over it. So we're going to keep our eyes open here for more events. But I'm thinking our T clock, we might actually be about 5 minutes off. Just based on the clouds. Because that normally means fuel pressing. And Andrew, let's go ahead and shift the clock to be 6:55-ish. Again, there's a big ish. We're still kind of guessing within minutes. But we're pretty good at this stuff now. Like, if you haven't noticed, tend to be pretty accurate. There's some pretty tall tell signs that we're looking for. So so then there's no real payload on this vehicle. Where are the satellites? This is only going 150 meters. If you had a satellite on top of it, you're going to drop a satellite 150 meters on the ground. Well, will they be attempting to recover the first stage? This is just basically a giant first stage. It's only a stage. There is only one stage, although this particular vehicle will eventually be the upper stage of the Starship prototype. There is no, the first stage will land just a little bit over here, probably over near the Starship, or the Star Hopper over there on the left. They will be recovering they will not be recovering the fairings because there are no fairings. This will be the first hop of an actual full-size Starship prototype. I'm going to be calling it prototype because it is not a full thing. So this is just basically getting that next step, getting data collected. If you need to read through the history and everything of Starship, get an idea of all of the things that have happened, what, where, why, when, and how, we've got you covered here, guys. Go to everydayastronaut.com, and yeah, we'll take care of you guys. And the other thing too is we have this. This is now this I definitely have to move. Come on, get out of there. Come on, OBS, do your thing. Okay, OBS, thank you for. This is the progress of what we've seen so far with the Starship development program, and yeah, this is so far what SpaceX has made for starships. They have made the Star Hopper, which you can see on the left-hand side of your screen over there, the little thing. That's the Star Hopper that flew about exactly a year ago. It's done a 20-meter hop and it's done a 150-meter hop. They also have done the two full, I'll call those mock-ups, the early mock-ups, the Mark 1, Mark 2, because they weren't really designed to be flown despite what people, including Elon, were kind of thinking. Yeah. So then there's been the full-scale prototypes. All of these have failed spectacularly. Some of them, including serial number 4, was extremely spectacular failure. But today, August 4th, we are hoping to see this thing is done at static fire. This is serial number 5. This is the 5th iteration, 5th time we're really giving this a try. Hopefully it doesn't blow up. Hopefully it does. It's got some crazy stuff it's got to do, though, guys. That's the nutty thing here. This thing is going to be taking. So right now it's sitting on a pedestal, basically a launch mount. That launch mount has some umbilicals that are plugging in, all the data, some of the data, because most of it has to be able to be relayed. But it has, quick disconnects that have fuel in it, and this vehicle runs on liquid methane, liquid oxygen, so it's cryogenic. It has a single Raptor engine mounted up inside the vehicle. It's awesome. The Raptor engine is a full flow stage combustion cycle engine. It's not one of these. This is an Aerospike engine, which I'm extremely fond of, but it sucks, but I still love it, but it kind of sucks, but it's cool, but it's great, and it's bad. This is not that. This does run, though. It's one of the few full-flow stage combustion cycle engines to be ever made. This is the 3rd one ever in existence, the only one to ever do any work. Now, I wanted to say this here. This is from, we have a lot of people saying hi, and I really appreciate it. So this is from Happy Hacking Video Blog, who is around often. Thank you for always being here. Wondering if I've ever had any nightmares or dreams about rockets. Oh, all the time. This started happening as soon as I started going down to launches. I'd have dreams that the rocket tipped over, on the launch pad, or that it tried to take off, or something like. Oh, by the way, rocket is venting. By the way, Andrew, we definitely need to mark that. We're within that for about probably 10 minutes now. Discord, you're laughing at me talking about Aerospikes. I can't help it. I have a love-hate, the epitome of the definition of a love-hate relationship with the Aerospike. Pierre, looking at the ETA, we got you right here, bud. Right above my head, we have T minus right there. That's our best estimate of when things are going to happen. So, so we're kind of just guessing on that, like I said, but I think we tend to be pretty close. We're probably looking at about 5 minutes or so before the hour, somewhere around there. At that time, we're going to be really tuned in, but things are looking like they are proceeding very nicely. So, yeah, how is everyone? I hope everyone's had just a fantastic day. Oh, it's been a nutty day for me. Yeah, I want to hear about the trivia. Apparently, so we had the stream pulled up. Again, I'm sorry, I've been with my family all day, which was great. It's just been a gorgeous day here in Iowa. We all went hiking. We had a little daycation, staycation type of thing. We were hoping to do a family vacation this year, but it just really wasn't, a good time to do that. So for my dad's birthday, we all went hiking. The family went hiking, and it was great. It was a gorgeous day, and we're here. So I hope you guys are good. But we did some trivia, I think, while I was gone. And that sounds awesome. I want to be involved with the trivia. We should have you guys be putting trivia up for me and just see how I do off the top of my head. But then again, that's kind of what you guys are up to anyway. So I guess you guys are here asking me questions, but not necessarily trivia. But that'd be fun. We should definitely try to come up with like a game or something where everyone can be involved. But yeah, what do you guys? I want to know everyone's odds. So yesterday, my odds of this being a complete success. So remember, here's the sequence of events. This thing will be fully pressurized to about 5 or 6 bar, which is higher. The tanks are under higher resting pressure than the Falcon 9 series. Falcon 9's like tanks, when they press them for flight, are about 3 bar. This is higher. This is depending on the fuel or the oxidizer. It's around 5 or 6 bar. So that's, I saw a little COPV go do something. And bar is atmosphere. So if you're at sea level, you are at 1 bar. 3 bar would be like 3 times the atmosphere. So that's still quite a bit. That'd be 45 PSI basically. That's like a car tire is what's normally like a Falcon 9 rocket. When you see it on the pad, it has as much pressure inside of it as a car tire, right? That's how much, how much pressure is inside it. This is even higher. This is even 4 or 5 bar-ish, which is nuts, right? That's substantial. Maybe even 6 bar. I don't quite know for sure, but we're trying to figure those things out. So what's going to happen, this thing is going to be fully pressurized for flight, fueled up. It's not fully fueled at all. If it was fully fueled, the single Raptor engine would not be able to pick it up off the ground at all. It's literally only has enough fuel to like fill the bulkheads. Those are like the bowls at the bottoms of each tank. There's 2 tanks in here, even though it's 1 cylinder. There's the liquid oxygen tank and the liquid methane tank. And you really wouldn't even have enough fuel to fill those bowls up pretty much. It's right around there. That's why we don't really see frost on the outside too much while they're doing fuel up. But yeah, the fun thing is, so all that's going to happen. Then they're going to light the Raptor engine, which again is already like the world's most advanced engine. This is the full flow stage combustion cycle engine. Has way more like systems and subsystems that have to work. All these extra valves because you have both your fuel and oxidizer each running through their own either fuel rich or oxidizer rich propellant turbines, and those are then feeding the main chamber at up to 276, I think so far is the record. 276 bar, which is unbelievable, shattering records. If you have no idea what I'm talking about when I'm saying any of this stuff, I definitely recommend my Raptor video. I have a video, is SpaceX's Raptor engine the king of rocket engines? I will explain everything down to everything I just talked about, pre-burners, fuel rich, why they use methane, all that stuff. I've got you covered. Watch that, give that a watch, and I promise you'll have a better understanding of what we're looking at, what we're talking about. And it's time. So once the Raptor engine fires up, it's going to be probably, there must be some kind of clamp system on the stand that'll let go of the vehicle. The vehicle then is going to do basically a power slide off the pad because its engine is offset. And I got to find that tweet here that we were talking about earlier. It was just awesome, from Casper Stanley. Hold on here. Let me get this up for you guys because this will explain the center of mass thing so well. Here we go. This is awesome. No, stop loading stuff and then unloading stuff. Okay, let me get you guys pulled up here. So this is when I'm talking about the center of mass. So the idea, this is what Casper Stanley showed, and he did this animation. Basically, if you have this big block, this big mass simulator on the top, it raises the center of mass, which makes so that in order to shoot the Raptor engine through the center of mass, which you have to, if you're wanting to fly straight or hover, you have to have your engine firing, the thrust firing through the center of mass. Anyone that's played Kerbal Space Program knows what I'm talking about. That's why the space shuttle's main engines were at an angle to the stack. The space shuttle's main engines didn't point straight down. It had the solid rocket boosters, and then it had 3 RS-25s sticking off the tail of the space shuttle. And you'll notice those are all pointed up at an angle, and they're pointing up into the orange fuel tank, because that's where the center of mass is. It's offset. It's inside of that orange fuel tank somewhere. And then as that fuel tank burns, they angle the engines less and less and less so that it's changing with the center of mass because it's moving. It's draining mass. So by putting this mass simulator up here, notice how much less of an angle is really, even though the engine's in the same place, notice that it just doesn't need a point. If the center mass was near the top, just think again like a broom. If you're holding onto a broom and you got a big broom handle and the actual broom on top, you can easily like keep it, in control by going like this, with your hand if the broom's on top on the long pole. But it's almost impossible to do it the other way around, or it's not impossible, but it's a lot harder. So having a center of mass further away from your center of thrust, it just makes it, in that sense, easier to control. So there you go. That's that. So what's going to happen? But because of all this thing is going to not only fly crooked, it's going to take off the pad a little bit crooked. And that's going to be crazy. So we're going to see this probably like take off and scoop up a little bit. And then it's going to fly at an angle. I go like this, like it's boop, boop, boop. That's not how it's going to be. But it's going to take off. It's going to fly at an angle, go up 150 meters, which might mean it will even leave our frame. So we're going to pan up a little bit, or tilt up a little bit and pan over to the left a little bit if we need to track it. We are prepared for that. Rachel and Jean are on standby, ready to do that. We're also going to be filming in slow motion for you guys. So let me remind them. And that will be slow motion, 120 frames a second in 4K. Then the vehicle is going to go over and it's going to land somewhere near Starhopper-ish over there to the left. And yeah, so the crazy thing is in that process, these little legs are going to pop out from the bottom of the rocket. So you're not seeing any landing legs right now. They're all tucked in inside the lower skirt of the vehicle. And then bloop, they pop out and they're going to have to do that right before landing. So this is crazy stuff. I mean, I have no idea. My personal bet, though, I feel like they know how to do all this stuff. All this stuff is stuff that they have experience with Raptor or with Falcon 9. They have experience with the Grasshopper and F9R dev vehicles. They know how to hop. They know how to land. They, of course, did Starhopper they know how to. Last year they did Starhopper. They know how to handle throttling and controlling a Raptor engine. This is nothing new really. So not in that sense. But don't forget, this is a completely different vehicle from Starhopper in the sense that its skin is like literally 4 or 5 times thinner skin, very lightweight, a lot more fragile, and I don't know. I don't know how much more of like a hit or a shock it can take, because that little Starhopper is just a little chunky little beast, So it's I think it will do it. My biggest concern, to be honest, and just because I don't know anything about it, I don't have any knowledge or like real confidence on the legs because they are like relatively untested. I don't think they've like picked the rocket up and let its legs do that. I think we would have had someone have spotted that exact thing. Let's see here. Did we just get the siren? Sweet. Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm hearing reports of siren maybe, which would be about T-minus 10 minutes. Which would be about T-minus 10 minutes. Ish. Okay, so let's see. Got dad birthday time and a rocket launch one a day. Let's do this. I missed it already. Nice try. You guys can't get me. But let's go ahead and say the siren has been heard. So we're probably within about 10 minutes. Okay, maybe no siren yet. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to read our Discord channel and stuff like that, making sure I'm staying on top of things as well. So, but it does look like it still seems like we're based on things right around 55 to 6 o'clock. That window there will probably be about when this thing goes off. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about this though. Personally, I think this is going to be the one. I saw a great question coming. I got to skip way down there. But Shank had a great question. This isn't the one, but thank you very much, Taylor. Showed coverage to my grandparents, and you are now like part of the family. They say, oh yeah, Tim talked about that the other day. That's awesome. I love that. I love that we have multi-generational people from all around the world watching this stuff and learning literal rocket science together. Like, it used to be this scary thing that, like, you know, was so well protected that we couldn't even, that we couldn't even like join along with. And now we're learning and watching live in real time and able to join this stuff together. This is a great question here. Would I use a FLIR cam? That's a thermal imaging camera. We are working on a solution for that. We will have you guys covered. We're just trying to figure out what's our best solution, but we do want to get a thermal camera, and we do want to have like a second stream. So Rachel and Gene, you guys are going to have more cameras to run. So, oh man. Now this is something I don't think I can really do. I'm actually really bad with names, but I can at least go Grisham, then Shepard, Grisham, Young, Shara. Did I say? Man. Wait, not Young. Glenn, John Glenn, not John Young. Gosh, I'm totally blanking. Like I said, terrible with names, but I at least got a couple. But I like that idea. That puts me in a funny place, though. All right, we for sure have the siren. Siren is for sure heard. We are within the T-minus 10-minute window. That's awesome. Yeah, sorry, and Pierre, like I said, we do have the approximately T-minus time right above our heads right now. Let's see here. I'm just making sure we're doing good. I think we're within the T-minus 10-minute window. The drone in the air, for those of you asking, is just, they normally fly an Inspire, like a DJI, around the rocket. That's how we get those awesome shots from above the ground. They normally fly that right around like T-minus 5-ish minutes. So this will, if we see people seeing a drone, we will let you guys know. Yeah, we'll let you know. What is the earliest it will be fully built and ready for a Crew Dragon type test, assuming all goes to plan today? We're still years out before. I know that Elon wants to do Deer Moon. Oh, look at that. We do have a little bit of extra venting from the top. That's a good thing, I think. As long as it's not going crazy, as long as it's not shooting out the sides. Those are the detanking vents. But right now, that looks like it's probably fully pressed and ready to go. But even though Elon wants to fly Deer Moon, I don't think people will get on one of these and actually ascend, go all the way from launch to landing. Call me crazy, for at least 6 years. That's just my personal gut feeling. But yeah, so thank you so much, Joshua, and everyone, really. We're getting in here. We're probably going to be tuned in. Yes, we do have audio pulled up. It's just a quiet day. I'll make it a little bit louder too, so you guys can hear, and I better do that too. And listen in. We have audio. It's just we might need to EQ it out so we don't hear the rumbling bass. This NNA, that is not true. That's a good idea, but there is no way to abort this vehicle, really. They just shut it down. They either shut it down. I don't even know. This likely, because of the amount of fuel on board, it can't go more than a certain distance. Therefore, it doesn't even need a flight termination system. And the offset engine, if it loses control, it definitely can't control itself to abort. So it's just offset because normally the thrust puck, the thing that holds the engines, has 3 engines all around the very center of the vehicle. And right now, just because they're not going to make like a one-off different thrust puck just for this particular rocket, they have it offset. They're going to fly it offset. But yeah, I don't know for sure. Okay, wait, do we actually see the... I don't know if we see a drone yet. That might be the drone, though, in the shot that just flew by right to left. Let's go ahead and say drone. I think we're getting really close. We're getting really close. And lots of birds. Lots of birds. Holy cow. Here we go, guys. We are getting really close. We're getting really close. Do we know how much fuel costs when they scrub? They don't have to lose all their fuel. The only thing they really lose is some of the helium that pressurizes it. That's what we see get vented out. So they do lose some of that helium that goes from the operating 5 or 6 bar down to 1 bar basically, or around atmospheric pressure, maybe just slightly above atmospheric pressure, so it doesn't have a negative effect and crunch it. But right around 1 bar, and then what happens is they are able to then recycle the fuel back into the propellant tanks. But lots of times they lose a lot of thermal capacity when they do that. If it's totally halfway boiled off, they have to re-chill it and things like that. That's why some of the reset times can be so stinking long, because they have to re-chill it and everything. So yeah. Oh man, who else's heart is beating? I think we're definitely within like a couple minutes, but I don't know. After about, it's gonna be between now and 7 p.m. like local would be my guess. So hopefully, yeah. Andrew, let's not say that. Let's just say T- now-ish ? Because it's probably literally like any second or any, like, we're within 2-3 minutes. I mean, I don't really know for sure, but we're getting close. Yeah, there we go. Now-ish. This is the scary. This is watching paint dry with like a hair dryer that's pointing at a stick of dynamite or something, because it's like when what is it? Oh, I'm actually getting nervous. Let's see here. I'm just making sure that we have multiple people filming in different ways. Okay. We're within minutes again. Like, we are just waiting. NeuroStream, you're already a Discord member. Awesome. How are you, NeuroStream? Thank you for all your generous support. We love you. You're awesome. A mission director even. NeuroStream is awesome. Thank you very, very much. We've done different behind the scenes things. I think once we really have a solution down, we will for sure give you guys some kind of behind the scenes thing. I'm going to turn up the volume down there a little bit though. Oh my gosh. My guess would be early 2022 on when the SLS will first fly. Just my personal gut feeling. Early 2022. I don't think it's going to quite happen next year. Okay, deep breaths, everyone. Okay, Elon said 3 minutes 1 minute ago, so we're looking at probably, what is that about? This is like one of those math problems. 3 minutes 1 minute ago. All right, here we go, guys. So now we're within 2 minutes. We were pretty close. Our clock was pretty good. So we're looking at probably about 6:57 or so. Oh, man. You guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? Don't forget this very well still might scrub, because this is a prototype vehicle. There's so many things that can, go wrong, and only one way it can go right. So they're always making sure they're reading all the sensors, and it will automatically trigger a board if anything's not right. But right now, we might see a giant grain silo fly. Come on, do it for my dad's birthday. Do it for my dad's birthday. Come on, happy birthday, Pa. Let's light this candle. Oh, man, here we go. We're literally within... Are we going to see a giant grain silo fly today? Get ready for the power slide. Yes! Okay! Here we go! Yes! Oh, it's moving! Oh, it's moving! Yes! No way! No way! Yes! Look at that! Let's see those landing legs! Yes! I saw the landing legs! Look at that! No way! Is it standing? If this is standing, this is a big deal. Don't see any booms. No way! It freaking happened, and I don't see any booms, and it is standing. It is standing. Yes! No way! Yes! Yes! Oh, Austin Bernard, this is for you, baby. Look at that. There's some hope. That's something to look forward to, my friends. That is something to look forward to right there. That goes out to Austin Bernard. Rest in peace, Donald. We love you, Austin. Holy cow. It happened. I cannot believe that. Oh, we've been waiting months for this. We've been waiting months and months and months and months for this. We've been waiting a year to see something fly again. The last time was in August last year. Yes. Oh, man. Oh, man. That was awesome. I still can't believe that. I still cannot believe that. Woo! And I didn't even miss it. Oh, man. Oh, my God. You guys did it. You did it. I can't believe that. Oh, man. No way. And it's still there. It's still there. Oh, wow. Guys, we had some really big generous donations I want to make sure I get to before I go eat now with the family. Eric Beavers, thank you so much. Eric, everyone say thank you, Eric. I'm already elated enough. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Jeez, thank you guys so much. I'm trying to keep up with some of you guys have been extremely generous. Don't thank me. Let's make sure you guys are supporting all of the other people streaming this stuff too. Lab Padre, NASA Spaceflight, support them on Patreon. Let's keep it so we have all this awesome coverage from the community. The community is doing a ton of hard work. Just make sure you're supporting whoever you can. Photographers, there's Trevor Mallman, Jack Beyer. There's a bunch of people. Brady. There's too many to list. There's way too many to list. But make sure if you follow someone and you really get a lot of value out of their work, the best thing you can do is just find a way to support them a little bit. Throw them just if you can, throw them a little bit. Every little bit helps. Oh, man. I cannot believe that. Gene, by the way. Gene, everyone, give Gene a big round of applause. He's the one that filmed this. Great tracking. I was impressed with your tracking skills, Gene. I wanted to make sure we were nice and far away because I was like, I don't want you to miss, and also in case someone goes bad, you want to have plenty of room. Holy cow. That's so great. You guys are just the best. Oh man. I can't even handle this right now. Tim McKendrick as well. Big time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tim. Really, really appreciate that. Let's see here. I don't know if I lost. I blacked out during that. I don't know if I lost it too much. I feel like I maintained some composure. Oh man. Yes. What does the thrust puck mean? That's basically where the engines are mounted. Is where the bottom bulkhead. So on the rocket, there's like a big tank, and at the bottom, there's the bottom part of the tank. On the bottom tank is another bulkhead, but it has the engine mounts, and they're calling that the thrust puck. It's where all the thrust goes through. So this is a great question. I want to answer this and a few more. Is this a full representation of the first stage? No. This is still about 2/3 the height of the second stage is all. It's the right diameter. It's 9 meters wide, 30 feet wide, but it's missing the whole nose cone and basically the payload section of the upper stage. So the upper stage alone will be substantially bigger. All of that is only about half the size of the entire stack. So yeah, man, oh man, oh man. I am beside myself. Guys, I think what I'm going to do, there's a lot of questions, if you have any questions about this stuff, watch some of my other streams, because I answer questions constantly. So, let's see here. Tim, when they fly offset, wouldn't they offset the top weight to move the center of gravity above the Raptor, or at least partly? Maybe they did a little bit. Maybe it wasn't perfectly center, but at the same time, you know, we have a pretty good shot of it as well, though, where people have got plenty of angles. You'd think we'd really pick up on it if it was offset too much. But, yeah. Does the rocket have side thrusters? We still don't really know the number of how they really controlled it besides just the gimbal. But, guys, I'm going to get out of here because it is, like I said, it is still my dad's birthday. We're about to do cake and stuff like that. So I just wanted to pop in really quick now that we're back from hiking. So I won't be able to get to your comments. Family first, but at the same time, family first, but family 1.2 is seeing a sorry little fly, and then back to family, right? That's the way this works. Ray, hi to your brother Adam. Thank you guys for hanging out. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. We're going to leave the stream up for a little bit. Andrew, if you can go ahead and run up the super chats on screen. I'm sorry that I didn't have time to this, but we're gonna keep this up for about another half hour for you guys, so you guys can all chat and hang out in Discord. I love you guys, but it is time for some food and some cake. Get some cake. I still cannot believe that. Oh, we do need to do. Andrew, uncheck it. Hang on. We do need to do something. I have not peed or pooped my pants. I did not poop or pee I just wanted to announce that to the world. Everything was normal, which probably would have been more likely. That to me, like that would have been like what I saw is what should have been, potential defecation. But I do want to go ahead and say right now, like it went normal. It did not explode. Everything is normal, as you can tell by the hat. And my pants are not soiled. I just wanted to announce that to the world in case I know everyone's concerned, and that's a major checklist item. But I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get some cake. I love you guys so much. Stay tuned. We've got a lot of content coming. Really exciting future happening out there. So we will have some 4K slow-mo of this coming up here tonight. So get ready. We'll be posting that. And you guys are awesome. Congrats SpaceX, congrats Elon Musk, congrats your team. You guys have been working your absolute butts off way too much on this thing lately. You've been working super hard, and it's awesome to see a milestone and a big push, because I am ready to see 3 Raptors on a vehicle. I am ready to see the Elanirons, the flippity flappity air brakety things. I am ready for the future. It's time, baby. It is time. All right, guys, I'm gonna go dedicate some family time and celebrate with them, because this is definitely go text someone you love and tell them you love them and that you're excited for the future and you hope everything gets better, because the world's a crazy place and this is something to be excited about. So all right, guys, I am getting out of here. All right, we'll see you guys. Thank you, and thank you, Rachel and Gene. If you guys want, I pay them, so tell them thank you in the chat, and follow them on Twitter at @SPadreIsle or at Space Padre Isle. Find them on Twitter. Send them my love, and tell them I say hi. And thank you for the coverage. Great job. They are awesome. So, all right, guys, that's gonna do it for me. I'm Tim Dodd, the Everyday Astronaut. Gonna go get some cake for everyday people. Bye, guys.